Hey everybody, before the show starts, log on to musicmoneymakeover.com/shop to download all my books and free guides. And while you're there, click on the book a call tab to book a one-on-one Zoom call with me to get all your music business questions solved. Enjoy the show. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Music Money Makeover Show. My name is Casey Graham, and on this episode, we're talking about, is this Lil Pump Mona Lisa NFT deal bad? Right? Is it? Well, we're going to go through the numbers today, so I want you to stick and stay. This is what all of last week was about how to learn how to pitch your music to NFT investors, how to make a profitable album, and how to evaluate your album for NFT investors. We did all of that stuff last week for this specific video, as I told you, and now we're going through this deal as the date is nearing to the release date for this Lil Pump Mona Lisa song featuring Soulja Boy. So is this thing really going to profit? Is it really going to be a good investment for all of the investors that put their money in? Well, outside of what we know from Republic, we got to take a look at it and see if there will be some possibility for profit, beyond the $100 that was invested for the units, okay? So without further ado, we gotta jump into Copyright Explained, but before we do that, if you wanna donate to the channel, you can do so right over here. If you wanna skip Copyright Explained, you can do so right down below, but here we go. Copyright, the sole right which an author has in their own original literary compositions. The exclusive right of an author to print, publish, and vend their own literary works for their own benefit. Now, of course, there are two main rights of copy that the music industry operates and revolves around, and that's the masters and the publishing. And the masters is referred to as the sound recording copyright. Sound recordings as in records, masters, phonogram, or the audio recording file, i.e. the WAV, MP3, AIFF of the composition and or song. Now, you can collect your master recording royalties or the proceeds due from the sale and streaming of the master recording via your distributor like TuneCore or DistroKid, and if you have a major label deal, then it's them, all right? Now, you can also collect the performance royalties via the master sound recording via Sound Exchange and PPL over in the UK. Sound Exchange is based here in America. And if you are outside of America, any other organization that collects these sound recording performance royalties are referred to as neighboring rights. Now, publishing is referred to as a performing arts copyright here in America. Okay, performing arts as in the composition, sheet music, MIDI files, publishing, or song to be performed. You can collect the performance royalties for the composition via BMI, CSAC, ASCAP here in America and PRS over in the UK, and other countries have their own performing rights organization as well to collect those royalties for you. All right, now you can collect the mechanical royalties due from the composition via Harry Fox, Music Reports, and the Mechanical Licensing Collective here in America. You can also collect your mechanical royalties over in the UK from MCPS. So now, Lyric Find right here. You can get your lyric display royalties from Lyric Find and Music Match, but that's that. Let's go through the 6 rights of copyright to be exercised to the fullest extent of the United States Code under Title 17, and that's the right to reproduce. The right to reproduce the copyrighted work in copies or phonorecords, physical or digital format. The right to prepare derivative works. The right to prepare derivative works based upon the copyrighted work. The right to distribute copies or phonorecords of the copyrighted work to the public by sale or other transfer of ownership or by rental, lease, or lending. And then we have the right to public performance, the right to perform the copyrighted work publicly, the right to public display, the right to display the copyrighted work publicly, and the right to digital performance, and that's the right to digital audio transmission performance. All right, everybody, we are back from Copyright Explained, okay? One thing I want to say, quick announcement, is that there will be an end of the year sale coming up on musicmoneymakeover.com. So all the hour calls will be 20% off. The entire store will be 20% off. And the producer's contract course will be $25 off. So stick around for the actual year in sale, okay? And this will go all the way to the end of the year. So it's starting this week. So I'm going to make those changes on the site and then purchase away. All right. Anyway, let's jump into the preface of today's show. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the inside of the computer. So this is going to be kind of a long video. So this should get you through the Thanksgiving holiday this week here in America. That is, I don't know what other countries are watching this video, but here in America, it's a Thanksgiving holiday. And a lot of people are going to be gaining some pounds this week. Not me. Of course, I'm pretty much vegetarian or pescatarian, so I'll be looking the same. So What we're going to do is we're going to go through the preface real quick. I'm going to go over to republic.co and we're going to analyze the deal from there. And then we're going to come back here and then I'm going to break down what we talked about over there. And then we're going to end up there and come back here again. So here's the preface. We're going to talk about the first 48-hour projections, variables for income boosting, percentage per unit. You'll see once we get over to Republic, and the total streams for recoupment, and then my final opinion of the deal. And then we'll just close it out with the final verdict, as we always do on the channel. So let me make a quick edit right here. Okay, here we are. Here is republic.co. Now, republic.co is a marketplace for angel investors investing by way of crypto. Not always in the terms of NFTs, but NFTs are sold here. But mainly angel investors are investing on republic.co's platform in terms of the blockchain. They're using the blockchain to take on a bunch of angel investors for a lot of different things, for businesses, real estate funds, restaurants, you name it, ideas. It's a way to crowdsource and angel invest and have percentages of revenue coming from the company or, you know, ventures, instead of like, hey, you get this t-shirt, you get this perk here, you get that perk there. Perks may be a part of it, as with this one, but people go to republic.co mainly to get a return on investment in terms of revenue in cash form or whatever the currency is that you want it back in. So they chose republic.co to do this NFT with Lil Pump. All right. And what they did was they split up. I'll just go over it and then we'll go over the highlights. They split up half of the song, 50-50, right, between the investors and the owners. All right. So the investors in this case, they got half of the master copyright, and they also got half of the publishing rights. Okay, so here's some of the highlights. Invest in Lil Pump's Mona Lisa featuring Soulja Boy and share in the royalties. Obviously, your interest in Mona Lisa song LLC. There's our LLC right there. You can see that once you have a song, if you want to keep all of its liabilities in one confined area, you can put one song into one LLC. Just like all my real estate people out there, you could put one rental property into one LLC and have it confined to that one LLC. They did the same thing here with the intellectual property. All right. This LLC will be represented by a security NFT. Real quick, this NFT is secured by the United States Security and Exchange Commission down here, sec.gov. You can check it out. This is their Form C. You can go through the 189-page document that I went through and find a bunch of stuff, including a publishing deal in there that is key to this deal. But it's not what we're going to talk about today. Okay. So this will be the mechanism to receive any potential royalty distributions. Song royalties are accumulated through streaming, licensing, ads, and more. All right. Royalty distributions to investors are slated to begin in the first quarter of 2022. Now, me being, I'm not going to call myself a guru, but some may call me that. Seeing that you can start getting money back in the first quarter of 2022 lets me know already, before I get further into the deal, that you all invested in the master recording rights here. Okay. Total track streams, Lil Pump 2 billion plus and Soulja Boy 1 billion plus, according to or since October 2021. Not since, but up to, accumulated at October 2021. Now, I do want to say this. Soulja Boy has an extensive catalog. Lil Pump has a past catalog, okay? The billions of streams that Soulja Boy has is not totally conducive to the time, because Soulja Boy, I believe, should be somewhere, maybe he's just a little bit younger than me, just a tad bit, but he's been out for quite some time. You know what I mean? And his audience is quite vast now. It's quite vast. So everybody listening to Soulja Boy right now may only be listening to some of his hits. Same for Lil Pump. Some people might have moved on from Lil Pump already. They may not be the current fans. So this could sway a couple things in the numbers. Total monthly Spotify listeners, Lil Pump 7 million and Soulja Boy 10 million as of October 2021. That's a good thing. But here yet again, you know, Soulja Boy has a vast fan base. Lil Pump, his fan base is getting more and more, you know, vast as the time goes. So those numbers can fluctuate here. Now, artists are curated by Opulous. Opulous is what I would like to refer to as the new record label, if you will. Combine them with the distributor. Curation means let me analyze this deal and see if it's prime for investment, for fan investment, okay? And so that's what Opulous is. And there are others out there who I will talk about, including those like Royal.io, coming from Nas, and some other investors involved with that. And this is a place where you can get decentralized finance loans for copyrights. And I look forward to more of these hitting the market. These people who can mint the NFT, analyze the deal, and put it on the market with a distributor, which would be Republic. Well, this would be the marketplace, Republic. That wouldn't be the distributor. And then the money would come back through Opulous. They'll break it up, and it will go into the pockets or the crypto wallets of those who invested. All right? So let's keep rolling here. Okay? Now, we lost our place. All right. So security NFTs, as I said, this was secured by the United States Security and Exchange Commission. Securities are just, a way for the government to say that this particular investment is secure and it is guaranteed to really bring in a profit, right? Well, not a profit, but generate revenue. I want to say profit, and then you all guess, hey, yeah, I'm gonna make some money, and I'm gonna get all my money back. Not saying that yet. It's too early in the video. Is this a bad deal? I don't know. We got to dig into some numbers. We're gonna get in there in a hot second. All right. The security non-fungible token, the SNFT, is the first of its kind. That is true. That combines the power of NFT technology and an innovative investing framework. This new way of investing allows you to receive rights to the royalties through a limited edition NFT representation. There are only 5,000 tokens available, and there will never be more produced. Now, there are other investment opportunities like this on the internet that are not in the form of NFTs, and I don't know how this will work. I'm not going to drop any names because I may do videos on those platforms later. Okay? But I feel really confident about the security of this particular NFT. Okay? So if you all know Lil Pump, he was known for the song Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. I'm not going to go through all of this, but here's his latest collaborations: Kanye West, Lil Wayne, Diplo, Gucci Mane, Lil Yachty. So real quick, he has a huge and loyal following across Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Over 41 million plus that are keeping a close eye on the eccentric personality that is Lil Pump. That was a really great pitch, a really great piece of information for the investment pitch right there. I like that. Okay, Soulja Boy, if you're watching this video, chances are you already know who Soulja Boy is. We don't even have to go through that. You know what he did for the music industry. He changed it around in lots of different ways. Salute to Soulja Boy. All right. So in here they put the same bit of information again. Whatever he did, it gained him a loyal audience with a large social reach across Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Over 15 million plus, and generating over 10 million streams on Spotify per month. That's a good number right there. But again, like I said in the beginning, those numbers can fluctuate. Here are his latest collaborations. Sean Kingston. Actually, that's not a latest one, I don't think. I don't know. Sean Kingston, DJ Khaled, Nicki Minaj, Wiz Khalifa, Drake. Okay. And we're going to stop it right here, but I'm going to go over these numbers real quick because we need these numbers to jump into some slides, and then we're going to dig into them. All right. So 3 billion plus, or 3+ billion. All right. Total track streams combined by the two artists. That's over time. That's 5 times platinum, a 5 times platinum artist. Okay. Again, like I said right there, like the RIAA, that's, it depends on what he did in sales and streams are different. This is roughly 2 times platinum in streams. And if he has 3 times platinum, means he did 3 million sales somewhere else somehow. So that's how he would get the 5 times platinum according to the RIAA. Now, outside of that, you've got 17 million monthly listeners. These are like in the equivalent of subscribers somewhat on Spotify, but these are the monthly listeners and not really the subscribers, but I just added them into our numbers for today's video. We got 20.7 million YouTube followers. This is combined. We've got 22.4 million Instagram followers combined, 17.2 million Facebook followers combined, 6.4 million Twitter followers, and 6.2 TikTok followers all combined. All right. So let's pause for a second and let's jump into these numbers and dig into it. All right, now that we have some briefing on the pitch, let's take a look at our first 48 hours projections on the master recording portion of the deal. Now, our average streaming rate in typical circumstances at 100% would be 0.0038. Now, of course, we have to divide this number by 2, all right? And when we do that, we take that number and we're going to multiply it by our fans. Now, if you remember when I did the how to value your music for music investors and NFTs, how to make a profitable album with one trick, and how to pitch music to investors and NFT investors, we've already gone over. And it was actually in the how to make a profitable album with one trick. It was in our that was the fan to debt ratio. Okay. So what ended up happening was we started with 89.9 million people in this particular deal. 6% of that is 5.3 million people. Okay. And this is the conversion rate for our fan base. All right. We added all those numbers up that we just talked about in the previous portion. And we converted 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in terms of how many people would actually listen in the first 48 hours. We divided our gross amount, which is our streaming rate, by 2. And this is what it looks like if 6% of the audience converts in the first 48 hours, $10,000, right? And if 5% does it in the first 48 hours, $8,500 on down the line, 4%, $6,800, $5,100, $3,400, and $1,700 respectively of the 1% right there. All right. So we're well on our way to recouping this $500,000, but we got a long way to go and we got a lot of streams to go at this point. Okay. This 5 million listeners or streams, just this one play is worth this amount of money when we divide our average stream rate by 2. So this is what the investors can look for right here. Okay. So now, first 48-hour projections on the publishing side. This is our average all-in 100% publishing rate, 0.001. We got to divide it by 2 because half goes to, just like the master, half goes to the owners, and then the other half goes to the investors. So on our conversion rate, this is what we're looking like right here in terms of that publishing, which would be 0.0005. We do our conversion rate on our 89.9 million followers across the board from both people combined, and we convert each audience, or we convert the entire audience on 6 to 1%. This is what it's looking like in the first 48 hours. $2,600 recoup, you know what I'm saying? $2,200, $1,700, $1,400, $899, and $449. Okay? Now, all of this is gross. This is not, with any fees that have to come out, like the BMIs and the CSACs and whoever's processing. The publishing company that I told you about that's in the SEC documents on this investment has to process this money. They got to get a fee. You know what I mean? And so there's a lot involved with this particular deal. I'm not digging into it too much. If you got questions, please drop it below. We're just analyzing this deal real quick. Now, this is what I say, 89.9 million potential people and followers. This is all the followers they have across every single platform. These are the variables for income boosting. Okay, user-generated content from 89.9 million potential people. All right, but really 1% of that number will convert to actually do something. Okay, so we're looking at roughly 899,000 people doing a little dance, washing their dog to the music, whatever. We're looking at potentially 899,000 people doing something. We're looking at the investor-generated content of about 854 people. Now, I'm saying 854 people because each membership unit was worth $100, and I'm going to get into that after we finish this section. This is a long video today. Stick with me. All right. So the investors will do something to, give it some boost. They'll share it on their social media. That's a given. And then we also have song promotion. We don't know what's going to happen in terms of song promotion on this song. We don't know if this money will be pocketed. A lot of this money got pocketed by Lil Pump and Soulja Boy, and this is true. But we don't know what the other amount will be, because if you remember how to evaluate your music for music investors and NFTs that I did last week, if you know how to do those numbers now, you know that this particular song was valuated at $1 million, okay, by the investment that was made by the investors on the NFT. So we don't know if there's going to be any more money put into this operation via song promotion. We don't know. Sync licensing, I don't know. Sync licensing is always a gamble because it has to fit with the commercial. It has to fit in the scene in the movie or the television show. Whatever it is, sync licensing is always a gamble. And again, like I said, we don't know how much money will be put behind this song in terms of song promotion. Right now, the only data and only information we have is that this song will come out on all of the streaming platforms and on their respective social media pages and YouTube and all of that. And then from there, we're probably going to see some cash flow. Okay. Now, here's the grand question. All right. Well, right before the grand question, percentage per unit. Like I said, $100 per unit. Now they sold 5,000 units, or they made 5,000 units available at $100 per membership unit. That equals $500,000. That's what was invested. Okay. But the percentage of song and publishing per unit equals 0.0001% of the song or of the actual master recording. So even though I like the way that the owners structured the deal, if you only paid $100, I don't know if you will like it. Okay? Now, I'm not saying my final opinion yet, but this is how much $100 got you of the entire song. 0.0001%. Right? So, now, first 48-hour projections by units. Okay? Our numbers are still the same on converting, but in the first 48 hours, if this is how many plays they get and the audience converts on 6%, you're looking at $2.58 per unit, which is the $100, right? Recouped. And this is gross. This is pre any administration fees or anything like this. 2.58% recouped. This is what you're looking at. Okay? These are your numbers. You know, I always got to I'm giving you all charts. I'm giving you the real now. Like, I'm not some spectator in this game. This is what I do. I love music rights and numbers, and I will do it to the best of my ability always. Okay? Now, this is the grand question. This is the grand question. How much does the song have to stream for me to make my $100 back? Well, here it is. To make it back gross, you need 208,333,333 streams, roughly, to get your $100 investment back into the palm of your hands. Now, you're going to see how this weighs against the other songs in their particular Spotify pages. Okay? They're accumulated streams. All right? Per stream, this is how much that $100 per the $100 unit you purchase gets you each time the song streams. 0.00000048 cents. And you need this many streams to get your $100 back that you invested. All right? So, not my final verdict. Hold on. Let's jump out of the computer real quick, and then we'll do the final verdict. All right. So here are some of Lil Pump's most recent songs. Now, if we look at the time of our release date, like I Love It with Kanye West was released in September 2018. Okay? And let's go to our most recent song, Coronao. I think Coronao now. That's what it is. I don't know. I keep not saying it right. But this is the closest representation of a song that will get us to the dollar amount we want. May 2020. This song will be, it's almost a year and a half old. Or it is a year and a half old now. 143 million streams. $900,000. And if this is the case, and this is combined, this is in these plus marks, we got to look at all our stars here. Our overall streams, numbers as of the third quarter of 2021, and represents in this side right here represents revenue from master and publishing rights. Okay? Previous song performance does not guarantee future results. Please review the full terms, right, of the offering when assessing the suitability of the investment opportunity. So it's been a year and a half on this record right here, and we're looking at almost $1 million. So in this case, you see I'm not too far off. Remember, my number was 208,333,333, and here it is. They're not quite at $1 million yet, okay? But because the song was split in half, it's not going to be this number. It has to be almost double, almost what I'm saying. We're almost here at 900,000. So that should let you know that if you want to make your 100 back, you're looking at about 2 years right now. Okay? These songs, Gucci Gang was 2017, $5 million. All right? Arms Around You, 2018, $4 million. 2018, again, that was, what is that? That was 4 years ago, almost, right? 2018, almost 4 years ago. Like, we're 3 years ago at this point. So it's going to be a while before you get your money back. And here are the perks. Here are the actual NFTs that you get. Because the song rights aren't NFTs. But you get your little, you get your little picture here, I don't know, you can put up on the wall in your house in the metaverse at some point. You get your little picture. Hey, I invested, blah, blah, blah. This is the token that you get. Okay. And then this is all the money right here. The revenue stream. Sync, video games, TV, film, trailers, whatever, radio, broadcasting, TV, public performance, streaming, downloads, all of that. Here's the 50-50 that we talked about earlier right here, and how you get paid. Songs earn revenue from streaming and licensing. Royalty payments are collected at relevant rates. Payments converted to US dollar crypto and distributed to Mona Lisa Song LLC. Payments distributed to investors' wallets on a quarterly basis. Okay? The good thing about this is in perpetuity. Okay? Track will start streaming the Q4 21. And you can join the waitlist if you want more. Okay? So, and just a little hint, they put it in Delaware for privacy reasons. All right, and probably tax reasons too. So yeah, that's my analysis of the deal. Let's hop back into the last slide. Okay, so my opinion on the deal, and I'm just giving it to you in the final verdict. This is a good deal, right? It's I think they valued the song a little high. So in terms of by the time he recoups under that 208 million streams, the life of the song will be, its immediate life will be done by the time you actually get your $100 back. And at that time, it might not be hot anymore. And the only way for it to continue to be hot is if the investors and the fans continue to make user-generated content that goes viral so you all can get some money. It's a long-term investment deal. It's not a bad deal. It's just that you won't profit much. And the only way that you could actually profit is to sell the NFT right now for a higher price. Well, not right now, but when it's available to sell again at a higher price, or some other way to gain value. If Lil Pump does something in the media and it goes viral, something goes crazy, you could sell it for another amount or whatever and get your money back. But the key to this deal is just to hold it. All right, hold this for the long term because money can add up. So final verdict, prices in the music business are a mystery. Always know what you're investing in and do your due diligence. All right. This is going to be a common thing in the music industry going forward. And a lot of people still don't know how the music industry works when it comes to getting paid. So blindly investing in something based off some numbers and some streams, you really got to do your hardcore research. I'm looking at about 3 years before you get your money back, if his fan base is still invigorated at that point. And that's my final verdict. Hopefully Soulja Boy will give it a little push as well. And I'm out of the computer. And there you have it, folks. Once again, I feel that this is a great deal right here for all of the investors who invested. Like I said, it will take some time, but you will get your money back I'm not going to guarantee it because this ain't my song, this ain't my operation, but I'm saying you will get your money back in due time, and I think this is a great investment. I can't wait to see more situations like this in the music business. We're just taking it day by day, bit by bit, to see how this thing will roll out and how it will work and how the market will react to this. I would love to see this on the smart contract, but not in the NFT space. I would love to see the smart contract used for just specifically music rights so that investors can get in the game and artists can get investors on board without the NFT involved. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. That's my opinion. Yes, the deal is good. I'll see you all next week. Peace. Hey everybody, thanks for watching the show. Log on to musicmoneymakeover.com/shop to download all my books and free guides. And while you're there, click on the book a call tab to get a one-on-one Zoom call with me to get all your music business questions answered and solved. Thanks for watching.